Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to continue my Essie collection series. This is the third part. This is going to be a shorter one just because I am in a little bit of a pinch for time. So I decided to do a shorter one versus not doing anything at all. And yeah, these are all Essies that are pretty old. So let's go ahead and get into it. Ignore my thumbs, they're all messed up. I was in a rush when I was doing this manicure and they're just all messed up because of that, so just ignore them. This first Essie is called Chic Boutique, and you see how it looks kind of milky in the bottle there? That means that it's going to be sheer. So this is most definitely a sheer polish, and that makes sense because Essie used to do like a million sheer polishes a year in the past. Next up, we've got Prima Ballerina. Then we've got Bike Ride. These are definitely older Essies because I really don't remember hearing anything about Bike Ride, you know, polish or anything like that. So I like finding older Essies. It's fun to me. Next up is Baby's Breath. And if I'm not mistaken, Baby's Breath was one of the original Essies released. Like some of the first Essies ever released, Baby's Breath was part of that collection. Next up, we've got Angel Food. Then we've got Meet the Parents. This is such a beautiful blue. Then we've got Action. Next up, we've got Trombone. Then we've got this beautiful pink. It's called Van de Gogh. So pretty. Then we've got Mauving Along. This one is gorgeous. Mauve is one of my favorite colors for nail polish ever. I really enjoy these types of shades. Next up, we've got Skin Deep, and this one has a like pearlized finish to it. Hopefully you can see that shimmer. Then we've got Long Stem Roses, and this one actually has a shimmer running throughout. I hope that you can see it. It doesn't, like when you're looking at the bottle head on, it doesn't look like it's got shimmer. It doesn't look like anything special, just looks like a cream. But when you really pay attention to it, you can see the slight shimmer there. Next up, we've got Anniversary Gala. This one is super sheer, kind of looks like it could just be a topper. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm not positive. Then we've got Pink Lemonade, and this one also has like a pearlized finish or some shimmer running throughout there. It looks really pretty. Next up, we've got Nude Attitude. This is one of the older Essies, as you could see the label right there. Then we've got this one called Mini How High, and it's a beautiful milky pink. My bottle is a little bit messed up, but sometimes when you're looking for older Essies, the bottles aren't going to be in the best conditions, unfortunately, but that's okay. I don't mind. I just want to have the polish. Next up, we've got Lady Godiva. This one is like a chocolatey brown. This one I actually got for $1 at a nail beauty supply near me, and I know that because it has all the markings on the bottom of the bottle. Next up, we've got Catwalk, and this one is really gorgeous. Again, there's shimmer running throughout there. I really love it. We saw in the last video a bunch of polishes had this kind of shimmer in them, and I'll say it again, I really enjoy this kind of shimmer, and I would love to see Essie add it to their polishes now since they're just releasing a ton of creams. Next up, we've got Mink Muffs. This one is a really pretty brown. My label is a bit messed up. I think a polish spilled all over it because this bottle was in perfect condition. It was just the label. Next up, we've got Worth the Wait, and this is from a bridal collection. I don't know if you guys can see it. Look at the cap. There seems to be some decoration there on the cap. It's all faded though. I'm trying to see, there's words on it. What does it say? No, those are just serial numbers. Okay, but there's a bunch of like, it looks like flowers, like a lace type of thing. I think this is the only bottle I have that's like this though. So if you have any Essies that have like a lace cap on them that are, you know, older, this one again is worth the wait. Let me know, because yeah, this one seems to be the only one, and it is an Essie cap because it has the E right there. So that's interesting to me. Next up, we've got A-List, and the bottle on this one is all messed up. I need to put some Goo Gone on it because there's a ton of sticky mess on there. I don't remember where I got this one from. I'm thinking it was from the beauty supply also, because again, usually at a beauty supply the polishes are kind of just not in the best condition, because I mean, I hate to say it, but they're not always super careful with the polishes. I've seen them just thrown in boxes before and stuff, so that's why sometimes they don't look the best, but they're cheap usually. I think an Essie is like $3.25, so I don't mind the messed up bottle for a cheap polish. Next up, we've got Adore a Ball. And this is, I think this was a collection where all the polishes had the word ball in. And I think I have most of them except maybe one or two. Next up, we've got Double Dip. And this one has the most gorgeous shimmer running throughout. This polish ends up looking like an antique, and I love it. Next up, we've got Peach Daiquiri. And this one is a perfect summer shade. Then we've got Spaghetti Strap. As you can probably tell, Essie used to do these kinds of shades so much. We've already seen, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 of them in this video alone. And yeah, I have many more of them. I guess this was a very popular color for Essie, so they just did it as many times as they possibly could. Next up, we've got First Dance. And this is a red jelly. You can see like the little bubble there. So that lets me know that it is a jelly polish. Next up, we've got Recessionista. This one is very beautiful. Next up, we've got Miss Fancy Pants. I really love this one. I love shades like this, especially for the fall. Then we've got Lily Pond. Beautiful pink. Then we've got Swing Velvet, and look at the shimmer running throughout on this one. Gorgeous. Ugh, perfect for the fall and even the winter. It's perfect. Next up, we've got It's Delicate. And okay, you see this one could have been one that faded. I have quite a bit of Essies, and you'll see it in the next collection video, but I have quite a bit of Essies that look the exact same. I have a 6-piece collection that looks the exact same. They've all faded, unfortunately, and unfortunately sometimes it's hard to, you know, tell if a polish has faded or not, so you got to look it up, and there's not always pictures online of the older collection, so you just kind of have to guess if this was the original color or if it's faded. But I think with this one, I think it might have faded. Next up, we've got My Place or Yours. Then we've got Big Bag Theory. Beautiful polish. Then we've got Sold Out Show. You see the bluish purplish flash running throughout there. Next up is Honey Bun, which I wonder why they named this one Honey Bun, because this does not remind me of a honey bun at all, and it also has that shimmer, silver shimmer. Very subtle, but it's there. Next up is Power Lunch. This one is like a pearl finish. Next up, we've got Cocktail Bling, and I love this one of my favorites. Next up, we have this one. I don't know how to pronounce that first. There you go. And this looks very similar to some that we've seen already. This video could kind of be a dupes video because a lot of them look very, very, very similar. And you're probably wondering, well then why the heck would you want them? And I don't know, it's just a collector in me. I want them all. Next up, we have Wild Thing, and look at the sparse hollow glitter there. Next up is Midnight Cami. Then we've got Bottle Service. Next up is Tea and Crumpets. And this one was one of the last older Essies that I was able to find at TJ Maxx. And this was like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, and unfortunately haven't really seen anything good like this at TJ Maxx again. Here's a gorgeous one. This one is called Island Hopping. Love it. Then we've got Carry On. Next up is Clam Bake. This is an older bottle, not the re-release. Size Matters. Yeah, Essie used to be kind of cheeky with their names. Next is Secret Story, and I really need to wear this one because this color is absolutely stunning. I am so drawn to this. It's gorgeous. Then we've got Guilty Pleasures. Next up is Nude Beach, and you see the shimmers there? So pretty. The color, not my favorite. The shimmer, I like. Next up, we've got Fun in the Gondola. And this one makes me smile because when my husband and I went to Vegas recently, we stayed at the Venetian Resort and Casino, and they have gondolas there because it's all themed after Italy. So it was really cool. Next up, we've got a Lux Effect polish, and this one is called As Gold as It Gets. So pretty. Then we've got Backseat Besties, and this one is a color that I am drawn to very much also. It reminds me of Scenic Route from Orly, even though I know that they're not dupes, but I don't know, they have the same vibe to me. Next we've got Mixed Taupe. Then we've got Excuse Me Sir. Next up is Sweet Souffle, and I'm sure you can see that copper flash running throughout. Really pretty. This one kind of reminds me of China Glaze's Pearl Jammin'. Again, I know they're not dupes, but that's just what I think of. Next, we've got Girly Grunge. So pretty. Finally, we've got a green. This one is called On the Roadie. Next up is Knee High Life. Next up is Eclair My Love. Then we've got Saved by the Bell. Next we've got All the Wave, and this one needs a really good shake. I did shake it up a bit, but it just stayed like that. It might just have ugly bottle syndrome, but honestly I think it looks pretty cool. It looks like tie-dye. Next up we've got this one, and I don't know how to pronounce that first word, so there it is. Next we've got Passport to Happiness. This is so beautiful. It actually has a shimmer. Then we've got Social Lights. Last but not least for this video, we have Lounge Lover. Alright guys, that's it for part 3 of my Essie collection. I have gone through a lot so far, and there is still so much to go through. I'm kind of thinking if I should change up the format to make it go a little faster. Not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but yeah, this was part 3 of my Essie collection. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!